if I say to you tomorrow, take my hand, child, come with me. It's to a castle I will take you.
Music for busy people here. I'm Mike.
I'm Deb.
And we're a team. Okay, so now it's time for what is and what should never be.
Oof. Slay me with the titles. What is and what should never be. We're loving the comments, by the way.
Oh yeah, we love your comments, and thanks for
a lot of fun.
Thank you to everybody who's
Thanks
subscribed.
For saying hi and
yeah, I thank you all people who have commented and subscribed. We really appreciate it. And we're not monetizing these videos, so if you want to give us some love, you give us a like, you subscribe, you put comments. I have links in the description about stuff we're doing. If you want to, and
we do a lot of stuff.
You could donate to the cause if you want to. There's so many things, so many ways.
It tickles your fancy.
I don't have much to say about this song. Let's just get right into it, and then I'll talk about it after.
And then not talk about it after?
And then I'll talk about it after.
There's like,
I have.
Let's do this and not talk.
I mean,
about
I have
it
some
after.
memories.
Like,
I have some vague. I have
actually pretty good.
I have some vague memories, but I'd rather just listen to it and then.
I don't think I've ever heard this.
You may not have.
I'm so excited for the title, though.
I
love that title.
It's just. Well, I'll tell you one thing that I think this might be about. There was a rumor that Robert Plant slept with his sister-in-law, or maybe it's not a rumor. Maybe it's a fact. I don't know, but I think the lyrics here might be referring to that relationship. But I don't know that for a fact. It's just an interesting thing to think about while we listen.
And if I say to you tomorrow, take my hand, child, come with me.
It's quite a contrast from Whole Lotta Low, though.
It's to a castle I will take you.
The bass, man, listen to that.
Where what's to be, they say, will be. And yes, the wind sails been sail away, leave the day way up high in the sky. And but the wind won't blow, we really shouldn't go. It only goes to show that you will be mad by taking our time. And if you say to me tomorrow, oh, what fun it all would be, then what's to stop us, pretty baby? But what is and what should never be? I catch the wind, see it's been sailed away, leave the day way up high in the sky. Dreams are still as new, and happiness is what you need so bad.
whole new song.
Totally different song.
You mean the second half or the whole song as a
The
whole?
whole song, just not like anything. Like it's obviously Led Zeppelin, but nothing that I would just anticipate.
What I do remember is a young man child,
You man child.
was I couldn't wait for the outro, because the outro to me, that's like a whole other song. And this happened in how many more times too? Like there's another section and there's like a totally different riff that could have been in another song. And they didn't feel like they had to save that gem of an idea for another song. They're like, no, it works in here. Let's put it in here. They had so many ideas like that they didn't feel like they had to save it for another song. Because that song is like two songs to me. That outro is like
Charles
a totally
Dickens of the musical world. It's just like,
okay.
Oh, we got this little clip. Let's shove this in there. He didn't do that either. He didn't save things.
Or maybe he had that idea, or he had that idea.
It was just always
in his
a work
head,
in
and he's like, "Oh, this would be
progress.
good at the end of the song. Let's throw it in the end of the song."
Sure.
I don't know. It's interesting. It'd be interesting to know how he wrote that.
I have an emotional perspective on that.
Please.
It's probably completely irrelevant and not factual whatsoever. That song sounds like, to me, like the first half of that song, kid you not, sounds like it was just a rumor. We never slept together. We just made out.
So you confirm the words could be about that
Yeah.
sister-in-law thing.
Yes, or anybody who's slightly where it's taboo to sleep
Right.
with that person. They're taken, they're
Yeah.
possibly family.
I agree that the what is and what should never be, that's the maybe we shouldn't have been doing that.
Or never did. Or there was just some floating chemistry that was, a possibility.
Or could it be like the thought
he-
is as bad as the action kind of a
The song
sentiment?
No, because that song is not apologetic.
Right.
Like nothing in there is just like, so? Nothing bad happened. Can we move on? But at the same time, the last part of that was just kind of like, but if it did, this is potentially how it went down. That's what I got from that.
Well, I also love in that song how in true Zeppelin style, it starts out nice and calm and mellow and like, oh, this is the calm and mellow. But then it like crashes, like it has the surprise.
Mm-hmm.
I love that they put surprises in almost all their songs.
It was nice that this wasn't that much of a surprise.
No.
It didn't feel so jarring.
The true
that I was just
surprise
like,
is the ending.
"Ah!"
The ending is a total surprise. So you don't see that coming.
No, I was anticipating that to end 2 or 3 times. And then
Right. Because it ended in the middle a couple of times with the ooh.
Sure.
Ooh, and it just fades off. And
Sure.
then the next one comes in calmly. But then the last one doesn't come in calmly. It just like surprises you. That's awesome.
That's why they're them.
They certainly went crazy with the
Yeah.
stereo effects in that one.
And the gong.
Oh yeah, you heard that? Yeah,
It's a giant gong.
there was one calm transition, but he hit
barn?
a gong.
Are they just in a barn of musical instruments? Like, just grab that over there. We're gonna use that.
No, but he used to have the gong in concert.
Totally makes sense to me. For that kind of group, yeah.
At least in some of the footage I've seen. You know.
Especially if it's one of those really freaking huge ones. Like, if
Yeah,
you're
it was.
standing remotely close to
It
that
was one of
thing,
those huge ones.
you feel that in your bones.
No, this wasn't one little gong. This was, to get that kind of sound, you need a big.
But it's more than the
honking
sound,
gong.
though. It's the feel.
Right.
Coolness.
Thank you for
Thank you for sharing my first
coming on
moment.
this little journey with me.
My first.
And you got some virgin listening to some new Zeppelin that you've never heard before. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you guys
some
have
old,
done
like,
that too.
Whole little lovin'.
We'll see you soon. We'll see you for the next song on Led Zeppelin II, which is the Lemon Song. That's a great
I don't
song.
think I've ever heard that one either.
Great.
I love lemons.
We'll catch you on the flip side. Take care, everybody.
Mm.